My name is Abigail. I am going to talk about for a restaurant which name is Cars Junior. I am sure you will enjoy. I did party for you. I think everyone already knows this company, right? Because this company is extremely popular. I hope you participate a lot. If you have any comments, and you can raise your hand. Carl Jr. Was a restaurant and chain created in United States. Carl Nicholas and was an American businessman and founder on the hamburger and cheese Carl Jr. in with in 1941. Currently has more than 1,100 in restaurant and tour and stated on the United States as well in Mexico, Singapore, Russia, Canada, Dominican Republic, Panama, Costa Rica, and Ecuador. This company is now owned by the parent company Seikaye Restaurant. 14 and the Angel and 1941 and Cars and his Margaret Michael financing borrow and 211 and climate and automobile 15 7 personal car hot dogs and workers grows to 4 in 5 years and guys driving in barbecue open wide hamburger on the menu and 15 and business blows more and placement business blows more and Southern California and quick service and Leyenborn and Carl Jr. for a business so name because they're smiling they're driving customer enjoy and quick service free Carl Jr. and high drift to heading on the go. And catching open on the two restaurant in Carl Jr. So guy by Carl and himself as the concert and team the children is the friend and restaurant. 16 and Carl Jr. is Carl Jr. begging its comment and quality and the experience become free and become the freedom on a quick service and restaurant to offer a double service and plush and carpet ding aromas white music and happy star become icon in the Carl Jr. restaurant and 70 and founder Carl Jr. Kitchen open corporate headquarters in Anaheim, California and by 1977 employs over 1,500 people in restaurant. In 1974, the store number 100 opens. Carl Jr. and Haiti introduction stand and quality for the Western bacon and cheeseburger. In 19, Freeze International location open Seikaye adquired headers. In 2001 and $6 hamburger introduced. 2003 grand open on the 1000 location, and 2008 and lotion and bread and chicken, no, and launched had bread and chicken in 2018 and Royal Albion famous star and mission and other the best burger and wide excellent service in the quality facility in the comfortable and family atmosphere. Vision and to the best fast food franchise in our territory. And Bollies received and team wide hospital ward and respect and do other for why well, is other for why strict hygienic measure and personal provided a place satisfying environment and promoted efficient in communication. Seek his constant professional and personal growth. Promoting work achievement of goal and respect young develop. And products, cause you know how you listen to you products that David into the most important is ones and breakfast burgers and breakfast burgers drink extras. This is section you find American styles and breakfast mostly consist of bacon and hotcakes, nuggets, and small burgers, burritos, eggs. And burgers is the section by was fast food China characteristic inconsistent like hamburgers and that the bacon hamburger that can build a combo and potatoes and soft drink of the hamburger alone. And drinks, here we find different types of milks and soft drink. Extras in the section we find a product to accompany the my meal such nachos, French fries, and orange rings. And menu this branches and that their customers are looking for delicious food that satisfies team. And that white consumer and use quality the product to make standard from the super to assure that they are the best any or a fast food or service. And the company casino have grabbed and variety of hamburger and different meats. And various sauce and a complement and bases their principal products and based of other products and likes burritos, chickens, nuggets, or chicken tenders and several menu unless both schedules. It's dividing chargel burger, chicken and fish, and junior menu side, and drink and dessert. Service every time your visit use cardinal why you to be satisfied by delicious and hamburger and happy for service and for a service. Uh, it also even for children and celebrating the birthday and where addiction to their dishes it offer funds and also follow products and cardinal clan to sell western bacon and cheeseburger every second and Dyson for over 60 years Dyson has established its as a number one company in the product processing and the American and chicken and worldwide. Bimbo founded in Mexico in 1945. Bimbo is a 100 100% Mexico brand. Learn in in Bimbo in Mexico and Latin America. Coca-Cola during 76 years present in Mexico. He use as a drink in the illegal packing tool constant innovation. Western founded in Western and Oregon and 1915. Yes. It's distributed fresh fried and crystals that they are continually improving the produce and process ensure quality and efficient and constantly in the product. And Torsi is the Mexico and company that provided the product since 1000 and in 1991. Is your supplement of the 100% best as the ways you prepare or delicious hamburger. Sorry. Global present and the company has a present in more than 39 and global and country global has its domestic and market United States. It has the international market in Canada, Panama, Dominican Republic, and Costa Rica, Ecuador, Singapore, and Singapore has more than 30,800 restaurants. I can find the financial information in ANC, but was second founded that Carl Jr. is is a part of the taco holding, and taco holding entering in buy what and pricing stock heading in $5.50 and the loan in the $5. This organization share of the Seikayer and restaurant because it's a the control of the franchise. And competitor, the Carl's Jr. is McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Well, McDonald's is a Carl's Jr. and number one competitors. McDonald's was the founder in Chicago and Illinois in 1914. Like Carl Jr. and McDonald's also are competitors in the restaurant industry and compared to Carl Jr. McDonald's in general 20 $20 and more revenues. And Burger King is one Carl Jr. and top the competitors. Burger King was founded in 1954 in Miami, Florida. Like Carl Jr. and Burger King also operate in the restaurant industry, and Burger King generate 713. Let's renovate John and Carl Jr. So Carl Jr. when this about in 1969 is a quality in the Dublin, Ohio, and like Carl Jr. Wendy has a competitor in the restaurant and food, and Wendy Sonera in 291. And French fry McDonald's they sold 9 millions and times the around in the world. The Whopper Burger and the incorporated into the Burger King and menu in 1915 and has become start the company on fishing in the market. All the Wendy's does have fishing product. The best is the menu and called Davis Hot Juice in honor of founder and David Thomas. And John Venture in 1995 through John Venture it began models females and group MB and holding in the Seikayer restaurant Carl Jr. and restaurant spent into 16 Asian countries. In 2016 and he seen an expansion project of the Carl Jr. Beranford is a company that are sharing in restaurant of the franchise. So if you want open a career franchise, you will come the seat of the scene and restaurant as this a modular and adaptable at the next and different location. Studying street shop on shopping center and major the most efficient and profited and company and major adquisition for Carl Jr. Starbucks Corporation, and this this because it's a wide international market and present in the market in bio and restaurant in the world. Buys hot and coffees. Starbucks Corporation also in snack as well the posture, salads and sandwich. The inventory of Carl Jr. and Starbucks Corporation NYB a profit from the former and because of the and product Carl Jr. will benefit from international market and location of Starbucks while incurring an administrative and establishing costs. And franchise Carl Jr. and committing in the sources on the franchise on franchise and conditions and uh, in step number one, and you have to send an application on the recommend in the step number two to business in planning that long on the directory and is the select in the number three and verification on the financial budget and business plan is done. And step number four is the approval and work franchise in the bank. And the Carl Jr. and franchise the shine and strong international on the one and first restaurant franchise in the world. The strategy of the Carl Jr. The franchising interest for the fast food shine the world upon the can have and play for to holding and Seikaya Kosher and Press Restaurant and Holiday Inn and Company Rice and runs and operate and Carl Jr. Hardest and two below regional brands because they are in orbit menu thing and Carl Jr. So Taiwan the most recognized fast food and restaurant in Mexico, and Seikaya currently has a total of 3,800 and restaurant opens and worldwide including in Carl Jr. and Hyder and Red Burritos and Grand Burritos. The restaurant operating and company the Taco Holding acquired the Carl Jr. and master franchise in the Mexico City on the contribution was in this 25 store and hardest. And Wilberhart opened the Freezing Musket, the restaurant in Grand Villa, Northern California, in 1916. And 5 months already had fish and franchise on over and the years the burgers has expanded to become and favorite the drill and the most western and south and United States. So that Hardy and for and Hardy And forget the white dust and for the head. Remember the delicious food grain and food experiences and kind to toppen and the site and the Mississippi and different to Wahlburger and Shines and state out a toy and Spartan and Haiti and was the west one in the hills and cost and price start $6 export and shake a receipt and really the burger and white dishes saying and for a $7 $29 and so $90 and 99 in combo and famous star and white party and she's cost the $4 is well it's up and $7 in a combo logo was adopted in 1956 and the freezing design of the star was realized in 1956 and Heisen and the promos and the promotive identity and the speak and seven as unexpected and the first one held hamburger and soda weights in lower extremity in higher opponent and bodies in the purse and whose hamburger a course junior hamburger for the decade of the heading and it's they said the limit the urban leg and the urban leg and and of star 11 in the old and the fossil and factory and the topography and went from embedding on the upper and lower on the horizontal and or horizontal and the alignment was headed in 1980 and 5 and the star remained intact about the soul was sunshine and to also and very small on the group on the brand name and watched and the right inside which are created in the in the horizontal and the rectangular logo in 2006 on the logo and complement and change the identity of the brand the star lens in the later in the right the fonts interrupted by curves in the personalistic and the both the most significant change is a background is a user array the delineation on the letters and so that the color and the topography is also in change the white ones and in 2070 and the email and types are white simple and according in in the monastic entrance. I in the dress in the entry. The background and remote so starting the back at the first are the perceived and I want any extra in the light and brown onion and notice and are the new Pocky and Carl Jr. And as well and was nice strength and the quality location is price and promotion extra service aspect and opportunities and the trends market increase constant approach new technology and good aperture we consist on the pocket skies and like communication business identity and interests is a social environment it's a manual a social and responsive company a competitive and budget the car junior and start dinner it's a full drive and restaurant and with equipment and a shovel and the refrigerator and more and entry and among employees and promotion employee afternoon and BCG and Matrix start the product is the Western and bacon cheeseburger because in size is was I launched this cream and buy the burger and has I mentioned before the Western and bacon cheeseburger I size and every second worldwide and the cash and co product is the famous star the question mark product in the spoiled fish and the dog and product is the mezcal barbecue apprenticing company and to talk about the video and the companies the show and three women in bikinis. I was they prepare hamburger and and chicken. Yeah. And common and what you are taking and by what did you want and common is the color the tribe and the hamburger and what I did you accept a size and one of the woman because of this creating strategy and become and controversial I went and fight in the every new drug organization in the and they said and to go to going and assigning and the consumer of the pornography and social media and the script of the chain and camping has a commercial full on sexual and sexual advance ensure that is in the lesson and company and when most explicit of the whole showing an emoji of the woman on the object uh, in the video. And the last announcement and the last announcement from Scott Jr. Western start and fight the consumer and goals. The stop and quality and safety on the rest and forces the company to step and what and the stem on and uploading and is the in the system in the system fast food advertisement and if our relationship and one mother and between and an advertisement and the policy is the is the what simply not our intention. The company has done and to delete the video of the social network um, and rating of the Eastern marketing strategy. No, they have present the company and what are they one and when and their imagine Intle and hamburger and notebooks in the lower they bonds and ambulancing and everyone to do this and the president Carl Jr. and father and Carl's fathers and Mr. will arrive of the company to point another after and defect our company including what access they are nothing to the white and boldest according to Core Junior. And horizontal integration. Heather and Core Junior and have and have horizontal integration and because they are of the same holding a holding that is Sekai A and restaurant. Vertical integration and Core Junior has a vertical integration and because they product only combo in the store and help society help a society and sabor de ayudar is responsible and company in Car Junior Mexico that is to among obtain that million 1,887 and 350 hundred and 350 the 164 and for the Iranian can be provided and the people in the deficit in fast the product in coil and rock ammonia and cheeseburger the like and watching apparently and look any other hamburger uh, to price to price of beef Hawaiian jalapeno and pepper a pepper cheese um uh, the the queso sauce of Carl and in in present in infrastructure is expanded by a restaurant and why annual auditioning for the fast food a business and they were on the present to have a music and tablet and or for a customer and will stay on city and two a long history often in testing and before in franchise is a company in the value of the deposit of time and the restaurant and company avoided and for the 40 years um, and 40 years of the successful and operation of the post on the to be available operation on the in the 300 home restaurant and you need it and become a branch in 1990 in 1951 and multi and years straight plan 90 years then 100 and huntsman and financial are structured and foil via multi years and multi level and strategy implied event and the brand and established is a position in the market. The strategy included in quality and service and planning in policy, a new menu, and marketing strategies. And CESR and company and the franchise sexes every the opportunities and general and possible are impacted in communities and where it operates and inspired by and the spirit of the founder in this in this sunshine the belief that it a version and something by offering a spot to those what need and multiple stuff the reconcile that the dating company in my buys in intention and white employees and for this reason and they call a special and car that the training is and appropriate and motivating and for a new number. Generally and says pride of their respect and that their daily work and six and quality ingredients. In the decent franchise is a level in the data customer and customer are looking for delicious unsatisfied meal. This reason that they are using high and quality products, and they demand exactly is the standard. And from the super, you ensure that they are very any other for a service. And seven, and first impression are always vital. Uh, for this reason, the franchise and civil was a cleaning of the restaurant and the check of the true and the spectacle were special and attention cleaning. Um, Managing on efficient operation. Uh, Innovation and science creation and innovation have been on PR and culture is a company innovating why deployment and service and this franchise was one of the first in China and the introduction artillery of deployment and why David cars and for is a customer. And nine, and current environment and the quality and and source and the format verifying that the restaurant under the distribution operation are in accordance and what environment and load are and water and quality is aware element. Yes. Oh, and 10 and this franchise offer and franchise and the super of the were important in restaurant and was the through comparison more on the most important 3,000 and 200 star. And here and restaurant in while increasing the cleaning and the disinfection of the facility. The province and the province in terms of white additional produce and the production on the service and the data were safely and possible. And they have improving in trading in water and in the price current food ahead in a use of holiday money and great car condition of the restaurant and why and maybe higher standards. And why are my process why will exhibit on the that learn and how Car Junior Street Junior Street and we can drink and bake and actually many things and do like Car Junior he stand smiling boss in business in a mode is so big and car and car culture so is a so called about hot dogger and Australian saying it is this made a con actually money and things believing in horse and being so great in life that I have a dream dream on fulfill or the dreams. Okay, for me and then every day not possible to make the experience and make difficult for me. I put a lot of effort to make this impossible. Um, I believe in my do. Thank you.